For years now, Fortnite has been known for featuring some of the craziest collabs in gaming. Marvel, Star Wars, anime. But somehow, Nintendo has been left out of the fun. What if that changed? Today, I want to discuss with you all how I would build a fantastic Nintendo-themed Fortnite season, including my ideas for how the Battle Pass would look, item shop skins, mythic items and weapons, POIs for the Battle Royale map, and even medallions. Before we begin, if you do go on to enjoy this video, then be sure to leave a like and drop a bookie bomb on that subscribe button. Fortnite doesn't just throw major crossovers into the game for no reason, at least not when it comes to the big ones. Both Marvel seasons weren't just about adding cool skins. They had full-blown storylines to justify their existence. Chapter 2 Season 4's Nexus War had Galactus trying to devour the island, and Chapter 5 Season 4 had something to do with Doctor Doom. I don't know, I stopped really caring about the story a long time ago. But you know what I do care about? Nintendo. So if we're making a full Nintendo season, we can't just have Mario and Link randomly drop onto the island. We need a real reason for them to be here. And I've got a pretty decent one. As of recording this video, Smash Ultimate is still the latest game in the Smash Brothers series, and the Switch 2 isn't out yet. So what if this Fortnite season is really just a cross promotion for Smash 6 on the Switch 2? Okay, imagine this. Sakurai finally puts Jonesy in Smash Brothers, and in return, Nintendo gets to have a season in Fortnite. Cool trade-off, right? I mean, come on. I know some people just sighed at the idea of putting Jonesy in Smash, but I feel like that's probably one of the only characters that could rival the hype of Steve Minecraft. At least that's what I think. Now, how would Epic Games handle a trailer for this? Picture this. Smash characters are fighting as usual when someone hits a fake Smash ball, but instead of exploding, it teleports some of them straight onto the Battle Royale island. Or if we want to go the Street Fighter route, Jonesy could teleport into the Smash universe to recruit Nintendo's best fighters for a new battle on the island. Either way, it'd be pretty fire. So now that we have a reason for these characters to be here, let's talk about the Battle Pass, because a great season needs great rewards. Like past collabs, this pass will feature 8 skins, with 2 of them being cosplay skins, similar to how we got Captain America Jonesy. For the crossover skins, I've picked Samus Aran from Metroid in her power suit with alternative styles for the gravity suit and light suit. Marth and Alear from the Fire Emblem series, bringing some sword fighting royalties to the island. Now this one might seem out of left field, but I think Greninja from the Pokémon series with an alternate style for Ash Greninja could work as a skin. Next, Link and Zelda from the Legend of Zelda series, featuring Fortnite original designs that blend their various looks across different games, kind of like what Epic did with the TMNT skins. And finally, Jonesy and Ramirez in Mario and Peach inspired costumes, with Mario Jonesy getting alternate styles for Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi, and Peach Ramirez getting alternate styles for Daisy and Rosalina. Now you might be wondering why these characters instead of icons like Kirby or Donkey Kong. Simple, proportions. Every Fortnite skin follows a standard hitbox, and these characters all kind of fit within it. That's also why Mario himself doesn't have a dedicated skin. He's just too short to work. Instead, Jonesy takes his place because, let's be honest, while the idea of a 6-foot-tall Mario running around with a shotgun is pretty hilarious, I don't think that's how Nintendo would want him to be seen, unless they want him to look like Weird Mario from Mario Maker. Actually, that's not too bad either. I think I would probably buy that skin. Of course, a Battle Pass isn't just about the skins. Every crossover season comes with themed cosmetics to match. So let's talk about what else would be included, because if we're bringing Nintendo into Fortnite, we need some iconic items to go with it. For Mario cosmetics, there could be a gun wrap that gives your weapon 2 black eyes and make it glow like the rainbow effect from the Superstar power-up. For an emote, imagine a question block spawning above your character who jumps up to hit it with a coin popping out. But there's a rare chance for a one-up mushroom to pop up instead. For Zelda, obviously we need the Master Sword as a pickaxe and the Hylian Shield as a backbling. As for an emote, your character should open a chest, pull out a Triforce piece, and dramatically show it off, classic chest opening jingle included. Now Samus could have a glider based on her iconic gunship, making for one of the coolest entry animations in the game. Now I'll admit, I don't know much about the Fire Emblem franchise. I know typical Smash fan behavior. So beside Marth's and Alear's swords, I don't really know any other cosmetics that could be in the Battle Pass. So I'm asking Fire Emblem fans to please comment down below and let me know what you would put in the Battle Pass. For Greninja, a reactive Pokeball backbling would be fire. It could light up when you get a kill, almost like you've just caught a Pokemon or an opponent. A Pokédex backbling would also be a nice touch. These are just a few ideas, but the possibilities for a Nintendo season are endless. Now, we're not done talking about cosmetics just yet. because a season-long event wouldn't be complete without item shop skins dropping throughout. Assuming the season lasts around 10 to 12 weeks, I'd spread these releases across 3 separate waves to keep the hype going. Wave 1 would arrive in 2 or 3 weeks and would bring the King of Evil himself to complete the Triforce, a Ganondorf skin featuring a Fortnite original design just like Link and Zelda. Wave 2 would drop around weeks 5 or 6 and introduce a Pokemon pack featuring 2 fan favorites that I think could actually work as skins: Mewtwo and Lucario. Finally, Wave 3 would land in weeks 9 or 10, bringing a Xenoblade Chronicles pack featuring the main protagonists of the trilogy: Shulk, Rex, Noah, and Neo. But what's a season without new locations to explore? If we're going all in on a Nintendo season, we need some iconic POIs to match these skins. So let's talk about what areas would hit the Battle Royale map. Speaking of iconic, our first POI is Peach's Castle, as it appears in Super Mario Odyssey. Why specifically the Odyssey version? Well, it brings back the moat from Mario 64, which I think is a standout feature, and I think the obstacles and surroundings are more interesting than other versions. Plus, it's the most recent in-game version of Peach's Castle, aside from how it looks in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Now, speaking of the movie, I did consider using the full Mushroom Kingdom as a POI, but while that version of the Mushroom Kingdom looks incredible, I don't think we got to see enough of like the interior of buildings and stuff like that. So I don't really know how the developers could work with that, which makes designing a POI around that a little tricky. For our Zelda location, you might be thinking, oh, Hyrule Castle for sure. But when you only get 4 new locations, having 2 iconic castles might be one too many. We need variety, which is why I've gone with the Great Sky Island from Tears of the Kingdom. Floating islands are always cool in video games, and Fortnite doesn't have many of them, so this would add something unique to the map. Plus, it could function as an elevated loot zone, rewarding players who make it up there. For our Pokemon location, we're bringing in Cerulean City from Pokemon Red. While it's not a recent location, it's one of the most revisited places in the franchise, thanks to the Kanto region appearing in tons of Pokemon titles, most recently Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee in 2018. Size-wise, it's one of the bigger cities in Kanto, making it a great looting spot for Battle Royale. And now for our final POI. This is where my 70% Mario-based Nintendo experience becomes a bit of a detriment. I don't know many standout locations from Fire Emblem or Metroid, but I do think I've come up with something pretty solid. Instead of a static location, Samus's gunship will be a moving POI that crash lands in a different spot each match. While it won't have a ton of loot, it'll have one high-value reward: a medallion. But only if you survive an encounter with the big evil space pirate himself, Ridley. And Ridley won't be the only one with a medallion. If you played Chapter 5, you know that Fortnite introduced medallions as key rewards for taking down powerful bosses. So for this season, I've come up with a set of Nintendo-inspired medallions and mythic weapons you can play around with. As I just mentioned, if you land at Samus's gunship, you'll have the chance to take down Ridley and claim the Samus medallion, along with Zero Suit Samus's Paralyzer gun. The Paralyzer is essentially a high-powered pistol, dealing slightly more damage than the hand cannon. Meanwhile, the Samus medallion grants a crouch movement speed boost, along with slow passive healing, a sort of reference to Samus's Morph Ball ability from her games. Over at Peach's Castle, you'll be able to take on the King of Koopas himself, Bowser. Defeating him will drop the Mario medallion, allowing you to jump exponentially higher, up to 2 tiles high to be exact, fitting for the Jumpman himself. Bowser will also drop the Fire Bar, a weapon first seen in the Super Smash Bros. Series. The Fire Bar deals fire damage to both enemies and structures, making it a powerful area control weapon. Now, I went with the Fire Bar because Mario isn't exactly known for using traditional weapons. He relies on power-ups, and I wasn't sure how those would translate to Fortnite's mechanics. Now for our final boss, Cerulean City, you'll find Ganondorf waiting at the Sky Island. Defeating him grants you the Link Medallion, along with the Master Sword and Hylian Shield as a mythic weapon combo. The Link Medallion doubles your damage output when you're at full health, referencing how the Master Sword in Zelda games can fire beams when Link is at max health. As for the Master Sword and Hylian Shield, this mythic allows you to swing the sword with one button and block incoming damage with another. However, to keep things fair, the shield has a durability limit. Once it absorbs too much damage, you'll be temporarily stunned, making it a high-risk, high-reward defensive tool. Beyond these boss fights, there will also be 2 extra mythics that can be found in chests: Super Mushrooms, which heal 50 health or shield when consumed, and Marth's Falchion Sword, which functions just like in Super Smash Bros., where it has a special hitbox, and if you hit with the tip of the blade, you'll do more damage. So there you have it, a fully fleshed out Nintendo Fortnite season, complete with skins, locations, POIs, mythics, and medallions. Now, as cool as an idea this is, let's be real, it's probably never gonna happen within the next 1,000 years. Heck, just getting Nintendo to cough up one skin for Epic to put in the game seems almost impossible. Nintendo is just so protective over its IPs. I truly wish that they would be just a little more open. Now, I'm not asking for Mario to run around with a shotgun. I get why they wouldn't want that, but I just want a start, a little effort. Maybe, just maybe, we could begin with something small, like a little NES controller back bling or something like that. And maybe one day that little back bling could lead into a Min Min skin. But what do you think? Would you want to see a Nintendo crossover in Fortnite? And if so, what skins would you want to see in the game? Or what iconic locations would you want to see on the Battle Royale map? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, then like the video, and if you like me, then subscribe. I've been Majin Sprite, or you can just call me Sprite, but never Majin, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.